Welcome back to Long Distance Situationship. We got a brand new segment for you. Today, we will be entering the Rage Room.
The Rage Room.
Rage Room.
So we're just gonna take a turn. It's been a long year, and sometimes it's good to let it all out. So we're gonna take a turn. We're gonna enter into the Rage Room, and we got our topics ready, and we're gonna let loose. Maximum of 1 minute. We will be cutting each other off, and make sure it's good, boys, because we get a chance to rebut. So we're gonna let loose, and then we're gonna deal with the consequences of our uncontrolled rage. So we're gonna get it started.
Let me know when you're ready, Dan. You ready?
I'm ready to go. Let's fucking go.
3, 2, 1.
All right, drivers of the Metro Detroit area, if you're watching this, this is for you, you pieces of shit. Every single time that I go out on the road, I have to wonder if I'm going to fucking die if I'm going to reach my destination. Like, if I'm trying to turn left, there's already some asshole who's coming 6 miles up the road, 95 miles an hour, and now I can't fucking turn left. Or maybe I'm at a corner and, I'm trying to take a right, but there's an asshole coming out of the gas station full speed because he doesn't see me or he just doesn't care. Or maybe, we're driving in the snow, where you're supposed to adjust your speed limit for the fucking conditions, but instead, no, I'm going to go 80 on a 45 because I don't care about you, I don't care about myself, I'm going to end up in that ditch over there. You know what? Fucking have fun in that ditch, dude. Fucking have fun in that ditch. I am not coming to get you.
That's 50 seconds. He was in time.
Well done. Honestly, man, I drive a bike, and I completely feel where you're coming from with this, right? On my way home, I have to cross 6 mile, 7 mile, and 8 mile, and I'm just crossing the bike path. And it I will have the light, and people turning off the freeway onto 6, 7, and 8 mile will slow down and try and have me just go. And I'm like, no. If I need to know that you're going to stop before I'm willing to just venture out into the line of fire. If I hit you, oh man, you got a scratch on your car. I work in auto claims. I know how much that costs. We can get through this. If you hit me, at best, I'm probably not walking again.
Wow.
These people are insane, and all of them deserve to be locked up. It should just be me and Dan and Kyle when he's here.
I fucking love that idea.
Yay! I do gotta say, Metro Detroit is one thing. Downtown Detroit, there's literally no rules. I don't know how much you drive
Wild
downtown. There's part of me that loves it because I'm like, I can just do whatever. I actually don't need to worry about it. Be on my phone, which probably means I'm one of the crazy drivers out there. But it's I hear what you're saying. You have a compelling point, Dan.
Yeah, no, for the automotive capital of the world, y'all fucking suck. I'm sorry.
It's the ego of being the automotive capital.
All right.
Who's
next?
3 stars out of 3. We'll come up with a better system later, I promise. All right. So listen, I have. Oh wait, I gotta wait for the timer. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Wait for the timer.
I mean, angry.
Keep it in your pants.
It happens to the best of us.
Why do you think I don't stand up during this podcast, Dan?
All right. And 3, 2.
So listen, I'm on this mission, right? I am rereading all the books from high school that I read and I didn't like, and I'm trying to figure out, did I not like them because they sucked? Side tangent, Frankenstein, it sucks. Same with Gatsby. Whoa. Deal with it, Sabrina. But right now, I'm working through Huck Finn, and they're trying to take Huck Finn off of school shelves. And listen, I don't like Huck Finn. This is not my book. Although Elijah Wood is really crushing the narration. Anyway, I've noticed this phenomenon with portrayals of bigotry in a lot of our modern stories. And we're trying to remove older stories that have really real freaking bigotry in them. And it makes us not realize how good we have it now. I'm not trying to say there's no racism now, but as I'm reading through Huck Finn, some of the things that Huck's dad say, I'm a white guy and I'm still oh, this hurts my soul. And if we get rid of this, touchstone to the past, we won't understand how far we've come as people. And we won't be able to appreciate that we at least are getting better. And we still have work to do. Don't hear what I'm not saying. But good Lord, stop getting rid of portrayals of bigotry and stop showing overly accepting portrayals of the past, because that's not how it was, and it affects our ability to grow in the future.
You were way over time, but I want to let you finish that thought. I was like, I'm not going to cut him off as all he explains is there's racism in Huck Finn. And they'd be like, nope, you're done. It's like, okay, I'm going to let him get this out. That's really interesting, though. You do have a good point in the sense that we can't forget. It's like Django Unchained. Like, that movie is brutal to watch. And people were like, Tarantino's racist. And it's like, no, he's not. He's actually making sure you guys take a real hard look at what all of us white fuckers were up to, like, not that long ago. So, like,
Don't lump us in with it. Like,
hey, my family moved in post-slavery, so it was all of you guys, all right? I looked up my lineage. I wasn't here until the 1890s,
well,
bitch.
I'm German.
My soul's guilt-free.
It's not slavery that we have to deal with, all right?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mike. That must be really hard for
We
you.
lost, man. We lost the war.
Oh, boy.
For also Polish, there's it's the internal struggle.
It's like, yeah.
Duality of man.
There's probably a good story there, though. Forbidden love. You can probably write about it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and also just in general, like, I see these TV shows that smooth over, like, the reports that I've heard of what it was like, and it's like, well, yeah, like, it's good that we show representation of people being good, but don't act like it's the norm in a time when we all know it wasn't. It bothers me. It bothers me. I think it's exactly what you're saying with Django. It's important that we have media portray it accurately. And maybe you have a hero who's like, oh yeah, like Huck Finn is a hero who's like, yeah, me and we'll call him Mr. Jim. I won't quote the book. Me and Jim, we're gonna run off together. We're gonna be friends, and it doesn't matter. But like, that wasn't the norm. It's this one character who's cool with a black guy, not like everybody's just on board, you know?
My brain just went to thinking about, like, being in Oklahoma. I've learned a lot about, like, some of the horrifying racist things that have happened down here that were, like, never taught to me in schools. It's actually very interesting that, I mean, there's a whole area of Tulsa called Black Wall Street. Have you guys heard about that? Where, like, I mean, I'm trying to remember what instigated it, but there was a street where a basic community that was developing for all African-American people. And like a bunch of Klansmen got real mad about it and showed up and literally just burnt the place to the ground. That like I'm butchering these numbers, but a ton of people were killed. They were dropping grenades from airplanes. Like they literally demolished the community, killed a ton of people, a ton of lynchings. And like, and then everybody just moved on. And I remember in school never hearing about something like that. And down here, it's like pinnacle history. And so it is kind of, I hear a point, Mike, that it's like, well, I mean, I would have had a wider perspective growing up had I known about some of these things. But I also see, I guess I see from like the perspective of the school system, public government being like, Maybe we shouldn't talk about that part. Maybe we should just let that part lie.
Don't put us in with them.
Exactly. Yeah. And so it is interesting. We do need to like look at these things so that we are aware of where improvement is needed, because it ain't a perfect world.
But also, like, I'm working out, right? And like, I'll take pictures, and I can look back and see where I was, and I can see these incremental improvements because of a lot of pictures taken over time. But if you wipe it out and it's just what I have now and the body dysmorphia kicks in and I'm fat, right? Like, you need touchstones to see progress. That's how it works. And we can't lose those. So Dan, what are your thoughts on racism?
Yeah. Tell us the deets, buddy.
I mean, like, I honestly think that's a reasonable point. I mean, like, how could you know that chocolate cake tastes good if you've never had to eat shit? Like, there is a difference.
That's a great line, actually. I like that a lot. That's good.
Yeah, like, you put up a good point that you need to have that there, so we have a point of reference. I mean, I think that makes sense. Like, Yep.
All right, after that very cheerful experience, Kyle.
Yeah.
Send it
Okay.
home.
Okay. All right. Count me in.
2, 1.
All right, AI. We're living in the fucking time of Skynet and no one's fucking talking about it, all right? I understand that ChatGPT is all the shit, but do you understand how it's infecting the minds of all of our fucking children? This is not a good thing. You wouldn't know if it was good if AI was in our fucking traffic lights, helping make our lives easier. If AI was in our fucking video games, so we had NPCs we could actually talk to and interact with. But no, AI is going towards how do we get work done without having to pay humans to do the work? How do we replace artists and replace graphic designers and movie makers? And there's entire commercials that would pay people in my industry thousands of dollars that are not being entirely done by AI. And they're investing more and more money into it. And people are like, yeah, AI is the shit. And it's like, wake the fuck up, people. This is your replacement. We are living in a goddamn sci-fi dystopian fucking film, and this thing is taking over. And I understand that there are certain benefits, but they're not investing in the real benefits for the people. They're investing in ways to replace the people so that the ones on top can stay at the top and the ones at the bottom can be replaced. And we are living in that fucking reality.
Wow.
Dan, you want to start?
But that's none of my business.
Yeah, man. Like, I kind of like this take because, like, fucking nerds are making it so AI is going to be used for boring shit first. No, like, I agree with you. There are so many more applications that we're not even looking at. Instead, we're investing it in weird places. I mean, I look at my own workplace where we're talking about using Copilot, right? Mm-hmm. And right now, we can only use it for the stupidest things. Like, okay, can you read me my emails as, like, a voice person? We're not allowed to take notes, just in case legal liability. I'm like, what the hell is the point of having it? Like, I can read my own emails to myself. I don't need a machine to read it to me. Like,
Oh.
What are your thoughts, Mike?
So listen, I think there are some examples where it's really good, Kyle. I think there are some podcasts that don't have the money to pay graphic designers, and you should really chill out about this. But, coming from a non-production side, I totally agree with you. It's a problem. I love me some ChatGPT. I use that shit for everything. There's a lot of really good benefits, and there's a lot of really good help for creative people. But you're right. I mean, I saw the Coke commercial where I was like, I wasn't even paying attention, and then like the polar bear walked by, and I was like, motherfucker, that's a AI polar bear. And it like, and it's
Coke
not
commercial,
even
yes.
like a good AI polar bear. Like the blind guy out of the corner of his eye could tell you that was AI. Like it's unacceptable. And like you're right. And you want to talk about like how it's not being used for gaming. Have you heard about where graphics cards are going now? RAM and graphics cards are all getting funneled, like big producers of like RAM and graphics card for PC and for consoles realized we can make so much more money if we sell directly to AI. And so like the price of a PC is going to skyrocket now because where are you going to get the RAM? Where are you going to get the graphics card? The artificial shortage is already starting because the artificial intelligence is eating all the components. So like it's hitting you from every side. And personally, I am all about some retro gaming, so I'm cool with it, but I'm the weird one here, and people do need to be more upset about this.
Yeah. If I may, I had my time, but I just spent time with Kayleen's brother and his wife, and they both work in the school system. And we're very much talking about how so many kids nowadays they can literally take a picture of their homework, put it into AI or ChatGPT or something, say answer these questions to get, or so much of homework is digital now anyway, so they're able to just like copy and paste it and like get all of their answers done for them. And the school system doesn't really even care. Like kids are like eating this thing up and are no longer learning how to think for themselves. And as I don't mean to have my tinfoil hat on, but like I don't think the government hates that. I don't think they mind people becoming more like sheep and being unable to think for themselves, but rather have to think through the fucking robot that they can control and monitor. But at the same time, I mean, Mike, if you don't mind me saying, like, I know that you used ChatGPT in a very therapeutic way for a long time to like have an outlet to talk back and forth with that remembered everything you had to say and was able to analyze kind of like the things you were saying and doing.
I would
and your
journal. I would
behaviors,
have these huge journal entries that I could plug in and get like detailed analysis on in seconds.
And I think that's kind of incredible. Like, I think that's a really inspiring story about like ChatGPT and a way that AI can be used in a very like beautiful, profound way. But it's just the mass use unmonitored, that it's just allowing the people to get stupider and stupider. And it really upsets me. It's wild how many sci-fi dystopian movies we are living in right now. We are like, it's all these things that we thought were crazy concepts. We are now like living through tenfold, and it's a crazy time to be.
But on the plus side, if none of the new generations learn how to think, we become one of the last marketable generations. Maybe we clean up a little bit and let these idiots just like live in their filth.
Yep. Way ahead of you, buddy. Way ahead of you. I do gotta say, I cannot wait for the day that they put AI into video games like Red Dead Redemption, and you've got your headset on and you're able to talk to a character and you develop a real fucking, like, that's almost scary how interesting that's gonna be, because why hang out with some your boring human wife when you could go on a cowboy adventure with your real AI friends? Like, there's something very fascinating about that.
Forget cowboys, and why risk the like petrifying fear of having to approach a woman when you can customize your own like freaking dimensions and then put whatever mind you want into it?
Yeah, I mean, okay, and because there's another serious thing that I keep seeing like being joked about on the internet, but I think is coming in fast, and that is people falling in love and marrying.
No, it's gonna happen.
That Joaquin Phoenix movie, like her.
Yes. But like, and now I don't know if you've seen, but officially, like, robots to do chores around your house are going live. So it's like we are now having physical robots in houses. They are now able to have thinking minds for their own. Literally, like you said, people are too afraid to go talk to real people, but you can have a robot that'll just say yes to whatever you say and make you feel validated and heard all the time. Like, of course people are going to want to marry that instead of deal with the real person. That's terrifying as well. That's fucking crazy, guys. It's like, it's funny. I think about, the memes I keep seeing are like about how, parents of our generation were like, oh, there's no way my kid's going to be gay. And we're going to be the parents that are like, there's no way my kid's marrying a robot. But dad, everyone's doing it. Like, it's going to, but like, I'm standing my ground. You are not marrying if you're marrying a fucking AI, then I did something wrong.
Oh my goodness. Well, again, another way to view it though, if more and more of these guys are just falling in love with their AI girlfriends, it's not bad for us single folks. Just saying.
I do like that take. I do stand by that take of like, it kind of makes it better for the rest of us that do still have brains, because we are all of a sudden a lot more appealing. And hey, and look, our generation will inherit the earth one of these days from all these shitty Gen Zers.
Nope, they're below us. No. It's the boomers.
The boomers.
So
the boomers.
My mom's really into the whole like the stack up of the different generations. She's Gen X. Their whole thing is to just sit back and watch the world burn and make snide comments, apparently. But she's like, yeah.
Wow, thanks a lot for that,
I can
guys.
live with snide comments, but she's like, dude, there is so much money and so much property that's tied up into this like this boomer bubble that's like they're just trying to dodge the property gains taxes on how much these houses have gone up in value, and sooner or later they're just gonna start dropping like flies, and like it's gonna be really interesting. I'm not an economist or anything of that nature, but it'll be really interesting over the next like 10 years to see what happens as that generation starts to really phase out.
Yep.
And where all that money goes.
I mean, what these things are, good times and bad times are cyclical, right? Like, it's throughout history, it's like, oh, it's really hard and then it gets great. And I feel like for the most part, our generation is going through tough times, like across the board. Nobody in our generation is really like thriving unless you're fucking Timothy Chalamet or somebody. But like, I'm very interested to see kind of the comeback of our generation where something snaps, something breaks, and all of a sudden it's good times, and our generation gets to, like you said, inherit all of these things that have kind of been withheld for us for as long as possible.
And also, when you look at the cycle, it's like you got the Depression, you got World War II.
Yeah,
we lose the war, but like America does really well as a result. That's a throwback to me being German. And like good times came out of bad times. So like we can put up with this. People have put up with more, and like you just got to remember your history.
I completely agree. That's what keeps me going when I get freaked out about the world. It's like, nope, people have always thought the world's ending, and it doesn't. The times get better. All you got to do is persevere and not lose your fucking mind in the meantime. Despite the fact that we've gone through COVID and we've gone through all sorts of we've gone through a lot of crazy events in not a lot of time.
You really think
so
COVID was
real? All breaks. Hey, we had to live through it one way or another. One way or another, we had to live through that shit, and it rocked our generation.
Yeah. I mean, we got rocked.
I could have rage roomed.
I remember the episode back when you guys were doing the Four Horsemen pod where you had your brother on when he was right out of high school, and like, man, they got rocked
no prom,
so much harder.
No homecoming, I think I could do a whole rage room about how much the service industry has gone from putting the customer first to putting the customer last through COVID. Do you remember pre-COVID, everywhere was open all night long, and you could just go get a fucking cheap snack wrap or whatever from McDonald's or go to Taco Bell or whatever at 3 a.m. and it was all the same. And then after COVID, since COVID, everything's like closing early. Every menu item is like you're getting less, but it all costs more. Like I feel like in the post-COVID era, the customer really comes last, and there's something we can do about it. And that also infuriates.
Learn to cook. I was talking to Paul about how. He was like, dude, for like $3 more than a Big Mac meal, I can make a steak dinner now. And Paul and I will send us pictures when we make really killer meals. And he sent me a picture of a steak dinner one time. And I was like, dude, for that kind of money, you could have got a Big Mac. What are you doing? Like,
I like Culver's, but I also don't like going to Culver's and looking at the bill and be like, wow, man, a sandwich, fries, and a drink just cost me $19.27. Like,
yeah, it's insane. Jeez, you have the sense.
I remember those things.
Me and Kayleen had a lot of McDonald's on our 30-hour road trip from, and I remember one time we stopped. I desperately wanted a good McDonald's breakfast. I love the McDonald's breakfast, and it's supposed to end at 11. We get there at 10:57. And they're not serving breakfast anymore. And I was throwing the biggest hissy fit. I was ready to drive off. I was like, why the fuck are we here? And then we order. The other thing we love to order is a double cheeseburger, which is on the McValue menu, and a McChicken, which is on the McValue menu. And you combine them into a McGangbang and eat them as one, and it is perfect. On the McValue menu, it's buy one, get the second one for $1. So we ordered 2 of these for us, and I see on the menu they didn't drop the second one to $1, so I call them out. I'm like, hey, is that supposed to be $1? And they're like, oh, we don't do the McValue menu here. And I fucking snapped because I was like, I literally had a moment where we had placed the order. It was like $25. It was food we didn't even fucking want because it wasn't breakfast. And I almost sped off. And then I got the food. And I swear I was grumpy for 15 minutes, probably because I was also
and you were hungry
too long. But Kayleen was like, calm down. And I was like, no, you know what? McDonald's just butt fucked the both of us. And I sat there and didn't drive off. I sat there and didn't stick out my finger because I was polite. What if it killed me that my politeness allowed me to get used and abused like that. And I don't know what I'm talking about now. I was raging. Kayleen's like, Kyle, we probably paid $2 more than we normally do. And I was like, that's not the point. It's the principle. It's the principle. They were supposed to make breakfast till 11 anyway. And here we are eating food we don't even want for way too much fucking money. Anyway.
Oh, no, this is great. This is gold. Honestly, Rage Room has closed in on 28 minutes. I think we can just re-release Rage Room separately and get 2 pods out of one.
I fucking love it.
I might even get Kayleen to just tell you guys how hard I crashed out.
I'm picturing you in the car.
I was like... I was just grumpy. I was like, what if it was fucking Nazis that showed up to our house and were like, why don't you come with us to this fun place called a concentration camp? And I was just trying to be polite. So I was like, oh, sure, let's go. Well, I don't want to be rude. So let's just, I was like, she's like,
if there had been more people like you, we might have won the war.
But I was just like, I just sat there and I let McDonald's fuck us like that. I sat there and watched. I watched them do it to the love of my life. They fucked both of us right before my eyes.
You thought you were ordering a McGangbang, and you were.
And I got gangbang, dude. And and it was funny because we were working outside today, and I was trying to hammer something in, and I dropped a little bolt or a little a nut, and I couldn't find it for like 10 minutes, and it was the only one that fit, and I was raging out there, and I was like, for fuck's sake, this McDonald's all over again, man. Who ordered the fucking McDonald's out here? So anyway, McDonald's has been a stain on my heart now for how they treat us. Pre-COVID, never would have happened. They cared about the people back then, but this post-COVID era. Anyway, that's my take. I got to cut myself off. Because I could just rage for way too long, and I could see I'm still going, and I need to stop. So I'm gonna chill the fuck out about it. Can't change it. I just have to accept that McDonald's, they got to fuck me. Alright, come on, get down. I'm over it.
Oh, man, I just like rotate my chair and Kyle's hoisting a dog.